Boys, I was on Twitter this week, as I am from time to time. You should follow me over there. I'm on the road to 1 million followers, so you could be one of the many, one of the horde. But listen, I saw a tweet that upset me, and it said, "This is objectively the best pin. Practical, smooth, a feat of engineering. If you disagree, you're simply wrong." And it had a picture of this disgusting Bic round stick M pin, which of course offended me because I am a functioning member of society and not a psychopath, not a sociopath, not a savage like the people who enjoy these pins. And I felt the need to just sort of talk about some of the issues with this because this is not the best pin in the world. In fact, it's one of the worst. You find it all over the place. It has these little caps. Most of the time the caps are missing, first of all, or they're covered in somebody else's teeth marks, which don't even get me started on that because I happen to know what the best pin in the world is. It's this right here. It's the Bic Atlantis, specifically the Bic Atlantis ballpoint. But I mean, that's kind of what goes without saying. This is the best one there is, okay? This is the best pin in the world. And this is for a few reasons. And I said as much in my quote tweet here. Firstly, the capless design leads to no lost parts. That's the biggest issue with this disgusting Bic round stick M pin. It's always losing the cap. Like I said, most of the time it's lost or it's stuck so hard onto the back of the pin you can't get it off. And that little clip on the front that's supposed to, I don't know, clip it onto paper or something, doesn't work. It's bent out away from the pin so it can't hold on to anything, or it's bent so close that it crumples up whatever you try to put it on. So, okay, that's useless, right? That's completely useless. And it falls apart extremely easily. So, again, the Bic Atlantis is the best for that reason. Number 2, the metal clip adds security and it doesn't bend. It holds in the exact shape it's supposed to. It's never too far away. It's never too close from the body of the pin itself. And I think that's really important. Number 3, the ergonomic barrel is more comfortable. It doesn't have this sort of flat line like this one does right here. It's a nice smoothing curve, as you can see. The middle is a little bit narrower. Right toward the base is thicker, and at the very end it is thinner, much like this one, the round stick M. However, you can see here the round stick M has like these chunky layers. It's like almost like a little pyramid down there. This one is a nice smooth decline to the end of the pin, and that's what makes it so useful, because if you really need to do something fine-tuned, you can get down there. Number 4, the clear barrel makes it easier to see ink levels. With this fogged outside, this dirty looking plastic, I can't actually see what's going on in there. I have an estimate of how much ink is left in the pen, but I actually have no idea because it just smears all around. I can't actually see clearly. It's disgusting, all right? It's something that civilized people should not want to interact with. And that's only part of my points here, because number 5, the heavy plastic is more durable. Like I said, these things are covered in people's molar prints, it's true, but like they also get bent, they also get little dings in them because they're made of this sort of soft, malleable plastic, and that is a problem. Like, it is not what consumers want. At least it's not what I want. It also melts much more easily. You leave this thing in like your car on your dashboard or something accidentally on a summer afternoon, you get back in there, it's gonna be like playing with a pen made of Play-Doh, dog. You can't write anything with that. It's disgusting. It kind of gets gummy and sticky after a while. You go to a bank or something where they have one of these round sticks out there and you try to write with it. You know what that's like. It's all buttery. There's these little globules on it from, like, I don't know, other people's hair and shit. Like, it just coagulates for some reason. It's like a magnet of gross stuff. You've had it, Havin. Don't start asking me what kind of pens I've been using. I use normal pens. Listen, number 6, the rubberized grip on the Atlantis is better to hold for long periods. I'm a person who holds things tightly, okay? So I've been told. And listen, yes, carpal tunnel issues, but that's not the point. The point is, my fingers, my little diddlers here get very tired. They get very in pain. They are inflamed, if you will. Not throbbing, of course, but close to it. If I hold a hard pen for too long, I have an Apple Pencil that I use sometimes. I don't like using it that much for this exact reason, because I don't like to have sore fingertips, and that's what these types of pens give me. Like, the plastic is soft enough to be useless, but not soft enough so that it's comfortable to hold. The Bic Atlantis solves that. It's nice and padded down there, but the padding is streamlined and non-grippy enough so that it doesn't get lint stuck to it and shit. It's so streamlined, and just perfect. It's exactly what you need. My final point here that I had in my reply tweet was monochromatic design with chrome highlights is subdued yet minimal. And that's true, man. That's true. Look at this. Look at those clean lines. Look at that little Bic guy at the top doing whatever he's doing. It's so smooth. The logo pops out in that chrome design. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I think if Salvador Dali had to use nothing but ink pens, he would have used this right here. These pens were what accompanied me the entire way through college. I brought like 1 pack of 4 at the beginning. Whole time, I was good. Now listen, that is going to be a concern. I can hear the masses crying out now from the millions of people who will watch this video. They're all saying, but isn't the round stick cheaper? And I understand that, okay? Money is a concern for everyone. If you say it's not, you're probably rich. So listen, look right here. This is for a 60 pack, okay? Extra life, right? It's 90% longer, that's what they all say. Don't worry about that. You can get 60 of the Bic round sticks for $7.99. For you math geniuses out there, you already know. Now for us average people, I had to break out the calc, but $7.99 divided by 60 is just 13 cents a pin. Now that's just 13 cents a pin. That's not bad, man. That's not bad, okay? That's pretty crisp. I know, but it's not worth it. Listen, it's just not worth it because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna use that for its whole lifespan. You're gonna go through these 60 of them in like 2 days. They're all gonna be gone. They're gonna fall out of your backpack. You're gonna leave it on a table and somebody's not gonna know it's somebody else's or that it's yours because it looks so fucking generic, and you're gonna forget it and just walk away. You don't want that. What you need is the Bic Atlantis, and like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more pricey, but not too much. This is a 4-pack. I think it's the exact same 4-pack that I got when I discovered the glory of this pin in the first place. $3.67 for 4. Now that comes out to about 92 cents per pin, and I know that's higher. I know, I can see it in your beady little eyes. Concern for your bank account, and you should be concerned. However, consider the worth. You're gonna be able to get these 4 pins, okay? And you're gonna be able to use them for years to come. One of these pins is easily 6 months. So, I mean, listen, you're looking at 4 pins lasting you for 2 years, or 60 pins lasting you for about 2 months. I don't think this is difficult. And none of this acknowledges the writing quality of these pins, because these round sticks do not feel like you're writing smoothly. What do they feel like? They feel like you're writing on sand all the time. You can always get that feeling that the pen is just about to run out of ink. You know how when you start getting to the end, it's kind of like grainy and it's just losing it, and you have to like scribble a few times to get to work? That's this right here. That's this right here, man. It gets too cold, you're gonna have to shake it for an hour like a fucking shake weight just to get any ink out. You wanna be able to write your name for 20 minutes because it's all stuck up in there. Bic Atlantis, well, that just doesn't happen with this, right? It's all nice and safe, so you can leave it sub-zero weather. You pick it up, you scribble for a second, there it all is, just ink squirting out onto the page in glorious, luscious ebony globules. Your life is gonna be changed, okay? I understand, different folks, different strokes, but this is the best stroke for the most folks. $367 for 4 seems like the way to go because it's an investment over 2 years rather than 2 months. Once again, the Bic Atlantis is just the best pin in the world. I'm not sponsored to say this. I wish I was. I wish anyone would sponsor me, but listen, I'm sponsored by the heart, okay? Today, I'm sponsored by Jesus Christ himself because I'm taking a moral victory here, my friends. Taking a moral victory on behalf of the beautiful, the glorious Bic Atlantis. And that's pretty much all I got for you boys. Listen, I don't feel that strongly about the pin. I actually don't even care. However, I did get these during college and they were pretty sick. And I do kind of hate the pins that have little plasticky caps. I'll keep it $1.50. But there probably are better pins out there, you know, but I'm not going to spend money. I don't give a shit about pins. Fucking nerd. Who cares about pins, moron? Well, imagine watching a YouTube video about pins. I wouldn't be me, boys. It would not be me. You couldn't catch me dead doing that shit, all right? Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. We're going to be probably looking at some memes soon or whatever. Subscribe if you want. I don't really care. Goodbye.